It's your boy MIA. That's right. We're gonna go ahead and get into this video, guys. As you come in, like the video. All right, audio is good. Make sure you like the video. You feel me? And we're gonna go ahead and get it popping. First live stream of 2023. I want to start off by saying, guys, when it comes to meeting women and approaching women, you're going to first and foremost need to love women. Okay. All of this RP, all of this female nature, all of these arguments between women back and forth. If you don't love women, guys, none of this is going to work for you. I know there's a lot of guys out there that are saying they're focusing on their purpose, they're focusing on money. I'm not saying that you need to love women more than you love money, more than you love your purpose, but they need to be at least second or third place if you want to get women, guys. Don't lie to yourself. Think about the whole situation of if the world was to take away all women, you probably wouldn't even be as hard as on your grind as you are right now if they did do that. You know you wouldn't. You would not be grinding as hard if the world took away all women. Chat, let me know. And make sure y'all hit that poll. Shout out to the chat. My boy, I'm tired in the building. Yeah, we're going to chop it up, man. We're going to have a good time. I took a lot of freaking notes for this, guys. Like, I pretty much took a whole page of notes just to let you guys know how to do this. This is literally the approach guide. This is everything that you would need when it comes to approaching women, because I don't know if you guys seen the new trend going around of women saying that they're mad that guys aren't approaching them anymore. Well, hey, I'm here to say if you're listening to this right now, if you hear my voice right now, that is the biggest benefit for you. A lot of people that talk about the issues with women and the problems that they're having with women, if you can figure out how to be on the other side so you're not the problem, you're the solution for women, your life is so much easier as a man. I'm telling you. So, like I said, the first thing I want to start off by saying, guys, is you need to love women. If you've lost your love for women over the years, if you've lost your interest for women, if you've lost your excitement for women, then none of this will really work for you, because you're doing it out of a base of purpose. You're doing this out of a base of not really liking or enjoying what you're doing. And there's not going to be anything on this video I can tell you if you don't love women, guys. It just is what it is. You're going to have to love women, and you're just going to have to get rid of that negative mindset. I know, even for me personally, guys, I was in deep in these videos, deep in the female nature and all the other stuff that these guys used to talk about 3-4 years ago. And it's hard to come away from that. It really is, because it's not like what they're saying is not true. But the issue is, all of this may be true. You're aware of all of this, but you still want women, right? You still want to talk to women, right? Well, you're going to have to, as much as you can, erase all of that stuff that you heard in the past, and you're going to have to gather your love for women. Now, who am I to speak on this subject, guys? I've literally approached I'd say over 700,000 women in my life. I don't want to go as far as 1 million, because that's a lot. And really, who's keeping count? But I'm telling you guys, from a young age to a current age, I have talked to so many women, and its majority came from me approaching them. I probably could count maybe about 100 to 200 women that actually came up to me, but it still ended up being me approaching them. So that's not even enough to really talk about, which is a funny thing. And shout out to Miles Cunningham. He said this on Mr. Lucario show. You guys are really good at understanding choosing signals for when women quote unquote want you, but why do you not have any type of choosing signals for when women don't want you? We're going to talk about that a little deeper in this video. I actually wrote out some actual approaches that you can say to women in real life in the field, so you can take this out into your real life and you can apply these. And I'm telling you, it's going to work, guys. It's going to work. Let's get a 1 in the chat. Everybody that's in here, if y'all ready to rock and roll, make sure you like the video. Appreciate you guys for rocking with your boy. All right, so first thing I want to do, guys, I want to talk about mindset, because the issue when it comes to approaching or doing anything is that if your mindset isn't in the game, then it's going to be so much harder for you to get the success that you want, guys. Mindset matters. Get your mind right when it comes to this. Stop second guessing yourself. I literally dropped a video earlier today. It was a short video. I probably should have made it a short, but it is what it is. And it basically talked about how you as a man need to just stick to your first intuition. Your first intuition when you see a woman that you want to approach is, damn, she fine. Damn, she got a fat ass. Damn, she cute. Damn, she bad. Whatever you say in your head, you need to continue to repeat that until you go up and talk to her. But what do you usually do? Let's be honest. Damn, she fine. But damn, she walking fast. But damn, she looks old. But damn, is she with somebody? But damn, she's on the phone. But damn, she wouldn't like me. But damn, I'm not her type. But damn, I don't know if I would be a good approach for her. But damn, she's about to leave. But damn, she's checking out. But damn, she's with somebody. That's what's going through your head, guys. Just admit it. I know that's what's going through your head because it still goes through my head. But if you were to just repeat, damn, she fine, damn, she look good, damn, she thick, damn, she a baddie, damn, who is that? And you were to just repeat that until you go up to her, bro, all that other stuff you can figure out later. So stick to your first intuition, guys. Your mindset matters when it comes to this. And it also comes to this if you want to get any type of success. Because although you may have that mentality of, damn, she's fine, and then you have all of these excuses that you build up in your head, when you go up and approach her, you're still going to be rubbing off that hesitance. It's kind of like if you're, and this is an oversimplified example. You guys know I like to make stuff as simple, as clear, and as concise as possible so that you can apply it ASAP. I don't want to make this too complicated for you guys. I want to make this set up so that anybody can do it. Let's think about math. 2 plus 2 equals 4. Now, if I was to ask one of you guys on a video, what's 2 plus 2? And you're like, 4? You hear how you sound unsure? You hear how you sound like you're second guessing yourself? You hear how you sound like you actually have to think about that? That's the same way you come off when you're approaching a woman, when you're unsure and when you're not sticking to your first intuition and when you're second guessing yourself. So I'm here to tell you guys that, hey, you may still make the approach and I'm proud of you, bro. You're taking a leap. You're taking the first step. But stick to what you like first and figure everything else second. It is very, very important. Now, when we're talking about the mindset, guys, understand that it's going to go well. It's no other way for it not to go well if you believe that it's going to go well. This is just from you seeing the woman. Like I said, I actually have some approaches written out and I'm going to give you guys some examples towards the end of the video. So make sure you tune in for the whole live stream. And the more you guys comment and, hit the like button, the more y'all communicate with the live stream, the more I'll do it. That was kind of the thing that threw me off from live streams. If any of you guys are wondering, is I would do them, people would be in, but come on, guys, it's live. Like I'm doing this right now as you're watching this. So the more you engage in the stream, you can ask questions. The more you engage in the stream, the more I'll do these. And if any of you guys want to hop on the screen, pretty much have like a live consultation or get any questions answered, I'm cool with that. But really, all I ask is that you engage with the stream. But more importantly, hit the like button, bro. That's really it. Hit the like button, share it if you want to. But understand that it will go well, guys. Women want to be approached. If you haven't seen the videos all over the internet, all you have to do is type in, after this live stream, type in men or women mad that men don't approach anymore. And that'll be all the proof that you need that women want to be approached. You want to know some more proof that women want to be approached? How good they look when they go out. If a woman doesn't want to be talked to, trust me, she's not going to put that much effort into her makeup, into her hair, into her outfit, into her tights, into her shirt with no bra if she doesn't want to be talked to, guys. It doesn't matter what type of face she has. She may have that, oh, I'm aggravated, I'm mad, I'm having a bad day look, all she want. But I'm telling you, she is out there hoping that a man makes an approach. You got to understand the type of options that we truly have as a man. It's a beautiful thing because we can choose whatever woman we want to talk to. All women can do is sit back, relax, and hope that the right man comes up to them. In hope. that Prince Charming will sweep them off their feet. That's all they can do is hope that. But we're really in control. We're the captain of the ship. We decide where this is going. We're able to steer it from left to right, wherever we want it to go. And that's a amazing power. I wouldn't trade that for anything, guys. So don't underestimate that. Now, understand that it will go well in number or not. You have to go for what you like as a man. This goes a little deeper than just approaching women. As a man, you got to go for what you want, bro. Nobody's going to put you on. Nobody's going to necessarily give you money. Nobody's going to necessarily save you. You got content and you got people out there like me that want to help you and give you advice. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to put yourself on. At the end of the day, you're going to have to walk up to her. At the end of the day, you're going to have to talk. You're going to have to move your mouth at some point. So understand that whether you get a number, whether you get an Instagram, whether you get a Snapchat, it's going to go well, but you need to develop this skill to go for what you want as a man. And the beautiful thing about this, guys, you don't need money. You do not need money to be successful at this. You don't. When you approach a woman, does she know how much money you got in your bank account? And I know it's going to be some guy, well, it depends on what I'm dressed and the type of watch. Man, women don't know really what an AP is. They don't care. They don't care, guys. So you don't need money when it comes to doing this. It may sound cool. It may sound like a good setup, but I'm telling you, I can show any guy out there how to get women without having money. Trust me, you don't need it. Now, it's nice to have. It's a beautiful thing to have. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't get it in your life because obviously cash rules everything around me, cream, but you don't need it. And I want you guys to just imagine something real quick. Imagine the volume of women that you hit up online, basically dating apps, Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram. Imagine if you did that same volume in person. Your success rate's going to be way higher in person. Now, there's a reason that I put this poll in the front end of this video, and make sure y'all do the poll on whether you rather prefer to meet women in person or online. Looks like 75% of y'all say in person, 25% say online. There's a reason I put that out there, but think about it, guys. If you do the same volume that you do online, as far as swiping, as far as sliding in the DM, if you were to do that in person, bro, you wouldn't have a Saturday not booked. You would have 4 months full of Saturdays with women that you can deal with. Every single night, you would have a different chick to stay with. Every single night, you would have a different chick to cook you a meal. Every single day, you would have a different chick car that you could drive. Little benefits, whatever you want, you could have that if you put that same amount of effort of DMing and putting in volume of talking to women online if you did that same thing in person. But I understand why a lot of guys don't do it because they don't want to do the work. They want the easy win. They want to know the get rich quick scheme. They want to know what's the fastest and easiest way without me having to talk to anybody or having to be uncomfortable. Guys, I'm still looking for that way. Turns out it's impossible. Turns out there's no way to do it. Turns out it's just not going to happen. Because think about this, bro. Think about the whole crypto. Like how people say you can get rich quick online. All you got to do is put some money in here and then 2 weeks later you'll be a millionaire. Crypto in a way is like flipping. It's like purchasing something and then selling it for a higher price. I'm not a professional at it, but that's just a rough understanding of it. You buy something for low and you get it for high. Now think about flipping a house. Let's say you buy a house for the low and then you sell it for the high. Which one you think is going to take more leg work? Which one you think is going to take more actually physically being there and probably doing some actual maintenance? It's going to be flipping a house, bro. Because you're going to have to go in the house. You're going to have to do some maintenance to the house. You might have to cut the grass. You might have to put the house out there for marketing. You're going to have to find the right buyer. You're going to have to find the right seller. There's a lot of things you're going to have to do before you can flip that house. But a house is a much better asset for the long term when it comes to flipping it and for the value and percentage of it to go up. And all it took was for you to do some extra work. But now you have this bigger return versus sitting on your couch, purchasing a little bit of some cryptocurrency or some online currency and hoping that it's just going to come and it's just going to be perfect for you. That's the same analogy when it comes to online dating versus in person. I am telling you guys, there is some quality women online, there's some clutch women online. But if you put that same effort, and I'll even give you guys a challenge for every woman that you DM on a dating app, no matter if she writes you back or not, I want you to do the same amount of approaches that day, that week. If you guys are on dating apps right now, whether it's Bumble, whether it's Tinder, whether it's whatever dating apps, I want you to look through all your DMs and I want you to make that amount of approaches this weekend. Now, I know nobody's going to do it, but I'm telling you, if you do it, you'll see what I mean. It is such a different setup when you do this, bro. It is such a different setup. I'm telling you guys right now, it is a different vibe when you do this in person because it just builds so much more character. It builds so much more social skills. It builds so much more lifestyle, social cues, body language. There's so many other benefits to doing it in person versus online that it's crazy. Not saying that online doesn't work, but if you were to just put that same energy and that same amount of volume into women in person, you will notice a difference. Now, here's one of the best reasons and one of the ways that should make it so fast and easy for you guys. In 2023, listen to me closely. I want you guys to take notes. I want you guys to rewind this part over and over. This is the key to the puzzle, guys. Nobody else is doing this, so that automatically gives you a win. It automatically gives you motion. It automatically separates you from everybody else if you can get the courage to approach a woman. I'm going to repeat that because I feel like it's very important. Nobody is doing this. They're not, guys, listen, guys are not approaching women so much that women are starting to complain about it. Now, you could make the argument that women complain about all sorts of stuff, blah, blah, blah. But think about that. Just sit back, relax, and think about it. And there's proof, plenty of proof of this online. Nobody is doing this. This is a benefit for us, guys. Understand how many people in here right now? Like 10 to 12 people, including me. So you have to subtract one. Okay. No one is doing this. Women are aggravated because men aren't doing this anymore, which means that the bar is low, which means that the competition is low. What happens when the competition is low on something? That means you don't have to be that good at it. So you don't have to be the most handsome. You don't have to be the most ripped. You don't have to be the most coolest, the most richest. You don't have to be none of that to get success with approaching women in person. That's a cheat code, guys. That's an easy success. Let me give you guys, I like to use analogies just so you guys can think of it from a different perspective, right? Think about door knocking, right? Like there used to be people who used to knock on your doors. It may be a Jehovah's Witness or it may be somebody actually trying to sell you something. That doesn't happen that much no more. At least where I live at, and from what I notice, I don't see that many people out door knocking, which means that if someone actually does it and they're actually a pretty decent person, you might hear them out because it's such a rare thing. It's such a lost art. It's such a lost skill. That's the same when it comes to approaching. Nobody does it. I want you guys, if you don't go out and take action, I want you to go out and observe. I literally just want you guys to go out in public areas and just people watch. At least do that for me, bro. I always talk about get out your house. At least go out and people watch. And I want you to look and see how many guys are out here approaching women. I just want you guys to look at it. And here's the funny thing. Because it's such a foreign thing to you guys, because it's such a rare thing to you guys, because it's something that you rarely see, you might see a guy actually do it and not even believe that that's what he's doing. Like you might be in the gym one day and you see a guy go up and talk to a girl And you might lie to yourself and say, "Oh, he knows her. Oh, they already knew each other. Oh no, he's not approaching her, blah, blah, blah." Because it's such a foreign thing. You can't tell. You don't know what's going on because you don't do it. But I'm telling you, game recognized game, guys, and there are guys out here spitting game. There are guys out here that are doing it, but it is so rare. There's way more that's not doing it than doing it. You want to know what most guys are doing? They see an attractive woman walk by, they kind of they kind of like let their eyes follow her as she walks by, and now she knows that he's looking at her. They look at her ass, they start overthinking everything in the world, and they don't say nothing. Or if they do muster the courage to say something, it's way later. The woman's probably lost attraction, and then they go up and they're just like, "Hey, how you doing? Or what's up?" You know, they say something cheesy, and it's like I said, the expectations are low. So I would salute the guy for still doing that. But I'm telling you guys, it is such a rare thing. Shout out my boy Adrian. He came in. He said, "Is it bad to approach too many women in a given location? Like for example, university, where women friend groups clash and you low key spit game at the majority of women. Is that a bad look?" I'll tell you this, Adrian. There's no better place to approach women than a university. There is no better place to approach women than a university. I'm gonna repeat that for the people in the back that may not have heard it. There is no better place to approach women than in a university. I'm gonna give you a couple reasons why. First reason, everybody's broke. So that whole term of looks, money, status, blah, 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 I need money. Everybody's broke at university, bro. So the guys who are actually getting women, they have to have some level of game, some level of approach, some level of social skills to approach women and to get women. Because the whole money thing is out the window at university, and most of the women don't even care about that in college because they broke, you broke, everybody broke. They just living in dorms. Now, when it comes to too many women, I think that there is rarely any guys watching this live stream and that's going to be watching the playback that are approaching too many women. You get me? Now, I don't think so, bro. I really don't. Now, it obviously depends on how you're coming off. If you're starting to get a creepy reputation, or if you're starting to move a little weird, then yeah, you need to watch out and you need to watch the way you move. But I trust that if you're tapped into this live stream and there's only a few other people tapped in, and if you're tapped into the channel, then we can help you out as far as getting those approaches. But you worrying about, is there bad to approach too many women, is letting me know that you're not approaching enough women. And no offense to you, bro. I'm so glad you asked that question, but that's the thought process going through your head when you see a woman that you want to approach. I guarantee it. You're on university, you either go to school or you're on a college campus. You're like, dang, I don't know if I want to talk to her because her friend groups might hear about me and this and that. Bro, if you start talking to enough women in a bubble like college campus, these women will put their friends on you. I gave an example a while ago when I was in college. I smashed this chick. She started bragging about it so much to her roommate that her roommate wanted to smash. Now, here I am just doing my thing, being who I am on campus, didn't even know they were roommates. She was just a random chick that hit me up and I started fucking with her. And they ended up getting into a whole fight over your boy. Now, I'm not recommending that you need to cause drama between roommates and stuff like that, but sometimes it get like that, bro. So yeah, these women can be your biggest wingman. They can be your biggest supporter. They can be your biggest cheerleader, your biggest fan if you start talking to enough of them, and obviously you'll eventually start getting it in with them. So no, I don't think that that's a thing, bro, because there's too many women out there to be approaching too many women. And sometimes you can talk to a woman, you may not be able to close right there on the spot. Double back on that approach and you can get her in the right time, because timing is everything, but also where you place yourself, the location of where you're talking to these women can help as well. Now, I want to talk about, we've talked about the mindset. Now I want to talk about the motion to the approach, because this is key, guys. This is a gem right here. I'm not gonna lie. This is probably one of the most exciting parts. I think this is actually more exciting than actually doing the approach. I think the motion to her on doing the approach in the motion of you walking away after doing the approach are the two most rewarding things when it comes to approaching women. Me personally, that's what I think. But y'all let me know what gets y'all more excited. But that motion, that conversation that you have with yourself, that thought process when you're like, oh shit, okay, I'm finna do it. That is the adrenaline. That's the feeling alive. That's the part of being a man where it's like, okay, let's get it. Because once you get into the approach, you realize that it's not that bad. You realize that it's not that hard. And you just realize that, oh, hey, it is what it is. You realize like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I had to get that guy up out of here. He was talking crazy. And I'm gonna just throw that on the bottom real quick, you dig? So if y'all want to tap into some exclusive content, make sure y'all check that out. The links below, Patreon, buy me a coffee, all that good stuff. But here we go, guys. Here we go. So you've got the mindset, you see the woman, you're sticking to the first intuition, saying, dang, she's bad. She's fine, she looks good, she's cute, whatever. Keep repeating that in your head. Don't, when those excuses come in, I want you to block those excuses in your head and say, no, she's fine. I want to talk to her. No, she's my type. No, bro, I'm never going to see her again. No, bro, it's not that deep. No, I'll play this video back if you need to. Play this video in your head or something, because I don't know if you have time to play it back. But here is the motion to the approach. So now you see the woman you want to talk to. She may be a distance away. You may have seen her from a distance. God damn, that thing is thick. Who is that in them sweats? So you go up to her, right? I want you guys to do this. I literally want you guys to do this when it comes to approach. I want you to draw an invisible line between you and her, and I want you to start putting one foot in front of the other. I'm going to repeat these because they are important. I want you to draw an invisible line between you and the woman, and I want you to walk straight to her. So, like, literally an invisible line. I want you to draw it in your head, in your eyes. And I want you to start putting one foot in front of the other. Now, just by doing that, there's no other way. There's no turning around, bro. There's no hesitant. There's no turning to the left. There's no turning to the right. There's none of that. Even if you're in the store, she's going down the aisle or she's turns, that invisible line basically is going wherever she's going, bro. Don't some of y'all are smart ass there. You're like, all right, I'll draw the invisible line, and then you do the invisible line, and then she's not there. And you're like, oh well, what do I do? No. I want you to draw the invisible line, and I want you to start putting one foot in front of the other as you're still repeating these affirmations, as you're still repeating these positive thoughts. It's going to go good. She's going to like you. It's going to be a vibe. Damn, she look good. Damn, I'm a good option for her. I want to see what's up with this chick. Just keep repeating positive shit, guys, as you put one foot in front of the other. And I want you to understand that you got this. Like, you got this in the bag, bro. Just because you're walking up to her lets you know that you got this. I want you to understand that, man. I'm finna get me a baddie. Ooh, yeah, it's finna be a vibe. I want you to think about all positive stuff that could go on throughout this. I want you to only have positive thoughts, only as you're walking up to do it. Because the issue is, if you're thinking anything else, it's most likely going to be something negative. It's most likely going to be something that's going to cloud your brain. It's most likely going to be some type of distraction. It's most likely going to be something that isn't going to help you. So I want you guys to think positive. Man, she's going to love me. Man, no other dude approaches women. Man, this is crazy. Bro, this is what feeling alive looks like. Your heart might start racing a little bit. You might be like, oh shit, I'm finna do it. I'm finna go in, man. What is good with this chick? I want all of that playing through your head, bro. I like, even for me, like, I like listening to music. So like, I might even start rapping some Playboy Cardi. I might start rapping some some Travis Scott, whoever in my head. I might be rapping some Chief Sosa, whatever. Some yeet, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just get the flowing as I'm on the way up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, just vibing in my head. headphones in or not, I'm just, oh yeah, we finna make this happen. I want you guys to do that on the way to the approach because that's important. I know people will talk about mindset and they may talk about the actual approach, but what about the on the way to the approach? What about the traveling, putting 2 feet in front of the other? I need even more positive talk in your head when you're on the way to do that. I need even more of you giving yourself a confidence boost and reminding yourself how good it's going to go before you do it, because the mind can be all over the place. It can play all sorts of tricks. It can have you all good, and then it's by the time you're up there, you're just completely negative. You're completely drained. You're completely wore out. No, by the time you're actually in front of her, I need you to be teed, my guy. Shout out my boy Frank. He said, is it possible to be overconfident in approach? Is a little nervousness actually pretty good? Frank, I'm so glad you asked that because that actually is a good transition right into the next part that I was finna say. So I'm glad you asked that. That's a good question. As you're giving yourself this positive talk as you're on the way to make the approach, I want you guys to understand this. And the fact that you understand this makes it easier. Because the issue is you try to fight it, you try to resist it, you try to avoid it. But if you understand it, then you can embrace it and then you can start to use it to your advantage. I want you guys to understand that this shit finna be awkward. I'm gonna repeat it because it's important. I want you guys to understand that this shit finna be awkward. And I want you to acknowledge it. And I want you to embrace it. And I want you to be cool with it. What I want you guys to do from now on, from this stream to the rest of your life, I want you guys to embrace awkward situations. I want you guys to get excited about awkward situations. If you really think about it, awkward isn't necessarily negative. It's just awkward. You feel me? Like it's just awkward. The issue is when people get into awkward situations, the whole awkward, oh, this is weird, oh, this is strange. I want you guys to start to love awkward situations. Because think about if you start to like awkward situations, nothing can be awkward. You see what I'm doing there? If you start to embrace, get excited, acknowledge, laugh, and pretty much seek awkward situations, nothing can be awkward. Now, here's the pretty much caveat to that. If you understand it's awkward, it's not awkward. The most awkward people are people who don't know or understand when they're being awkward. Man, come on, bro. Where's the love at, man? Drop a one in the chat. Are you guys hearing me right now? Are you guys listening to this right now? Drop a one in the chat if y'all still with me. Shout out to everybody with the likes, but I need some ones in the chat. I need some fire emojis in the chat. I need some W's in the chat. Talk to me, guys, because I'm telling you, I know y'all might be soaking this up, man, but throw some W's in the chat. Throw some flames in the chat. I want to make sure that we're still tuned in. If you're watching this on the playback, make sure you like the video. Make sure you throw a W in the chat, throw an exclamation mark in the chat. Let me make sure that you guys are still tuned in. You feel me? Understand it's going to be awkward, bro. It is going to be awkward as fuck. But you gotta realize that that's the best part. That's what you like. You embrace the awkward situations. You get me? You embrace the awkward situations. Love you too, brother. Yeah, we're here for you, man. We're here for you. We just gotta we can't say nothing too crazy in the chat, especially on this channel, because this channel's been on a thin line for a long time and still is. So understand, bro, it's gonna be awkward. There's no way around it. But the beautiful part is you like awkward situations now, right? You embrace awkward situations now, right? You look forward to awkward situations. I remember when I had that pretty much that thought or that I guess that click in my brain where I liked awkward situations. I believe that I was chilling with this chick, and man, it was a while ago, but I remember it clicked, and I'm so glad that I'm able to pretty much get talk on this video with you guys about it. I can't remember the details of it because this situation wasn't an approach, even though I've had plenty of awkward approaches. But I was chilling with this chick, and I think I may have tried to like smash or something, and she told me she was on her period, and I was just like, oh dang, that's awkward. She's like, yeah. I was like, but I love awkward situations. I learned to embrace them. And she was like, you're the first guy who's ever like said that, like embrace awkward situations. And I didn't say it in a strategy. I didn't say it because I was taught to say it or anything like that. It was like just a casual conversation and just something that I actually meant. I was like, awkward situations are pretty cool because they're rare. People try to avoid awkwardness so much that it rarely happens. So when it does, that's just a reminder that you're alive, bro. You're a human being. You're on this earth for only so long. Get into more awkward situations. It's not the worst thing in the world, especially when you know it's awkward. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys understand that. My boy T said, yo, MMIA, what's up, bro? I used to be sub to your Patreon like 2 years ago. Glad you're still making content. Hope you are well. Yes, sir. All is well. The So Fresh, So Clean Patreon is in the link below. Still uploading content over there. Shout out to you, though, bro. I'm glad you're up here in the stream and that you're doing well. But that's what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to know that's awkward, and I want you to acknowledge it. Now, we're getting to the third round of what to say. Before I even tell y'all some options on what to say when it comes to approaching a woman, I want you guys to understand that if you master these first two things that I've said in the stream, it doesn't necessarily matter what to say. And I am going to throw this out there as a side note. I'm just going to throw this out there as a side note. If you guys want a longer stream, if you want more context, I'm just going to throw it out there. Hit the So Fresh, So Clean Cash App, hit the Super Chat, hit the PayPal, and we will make the stream longer. You dig? Because I only planned on going through these notes, but if y'all want to do a Q&A at the end, or if you guys want to join the stream and ask some questions, pretty much like a live consultation, show some love to your boy, because your boy is a busy man, believe it or not, and it is a Friday. So there's some other things I could be doing other than talking about this. I could be living it. All right, so what to say? I wrote 3 approaches on here on what to say. One of them is direct, the other one is subtle, and then the other one is indirect. The reason I did this is very important. The reason I did these 3 different type of approaches is because I understand that there's different levels of guys that are watching this video. Some of you guys never approached a woman in your life. Some of you guys approach a lot of women. Some of you guys just don't know what to say. Some of you guys want to work your way up to get to where you want to go. Yes, sir. I do remember you from the call, my boy. Yeah, appreciate everybody getting them So Fresh, So Clean consultations as well. If you get a consultation, we can talk one-on-one. We can understand your current situation, and I can help out on what's going on. But let's start with, well, let me ask you guys in the chat. Which one would you guys want to hear first? Do you want to hear the direct approach of what to say? Do you want to hear the subtle, kind of the under the radar approach of what to say? Or would you guys like to hear an indirect of what to say? Direct, as you guys may know, means pretty much just directly what you're talking to her for. Subtle is kind of a half and half of what you're talking to her about. And then indirect is kind of, like I said, it's under the radar. So I'll give you guys a second to comment on what you guys want to hear. And I'm still going to give you guys all 3 of these. Just wondering in what order you guys would like to hear these approaches on. So I'll give you guys a couple of seconds to drop some comments up in there. And if you're watching this on the playback, make sure you like the video. First live stream of the year. And if you guys enjoy the live streams, then we'll put some more out there. But I try to really just cater to you guys because honestly, I'm doing this for you guys. You know what I mean? Hey, shout out my boy John. Sent the So Fresh, So Clean Cash App. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate that. My boy John. Yeah, I remember my boy John. It's been a minute. Appreciate you, bro. My man hit the Cash App, so we'll keep stream going a little longer. Hey, the Cash Apps come in, then the stream keeps flowing. Not necessarily for the money, but yeah, I want to make sure that you guys are getting value out of it. And if you are, then you know that the game should be sold and not just told. It's actually, I should be charging you motherfuckers for this shit. I'm not gonna lie. I can't believe I'm doing this shit for fucking free. Anyways, it's okay. Love you guys. All right, direct, please. We ain't trying to waste no time out here. Okay, cool. Because that's funny enough. That's the order that I had these. Now, I'm going to give you guys some context before I go straight into what to say on a direct approach. The context is you're approaching women in a area where guys usually don't approach women. Now, we have the understanding that guys rarely approach women anywhere. But when I say an area that guys usually don't approach women, I'm talking about in the daytime, guys. Whether that's in a college campus, whether that's at a grocery store, whether that's at the mall, whether that's at a shoe store, a restaurant, a self-checkout line, a gas station. I'm talking about areas where people are usually not messed up and in a loud drunk nightclub. Talking about in a sober environment where you see a woman you're attracted to and you want to go up and talk to her. So it's direct, but it's not that crazy direct to where you're just saying something so wild, but it's direct enough for you to, if you have a little nervousness when it comes to approaching a woman, that you can go up to her and you can say what you would like to say, and she'll know that you're pretty much attracted to her. So, first of all, guys, when you're going up and approaching a woman, you're making a beeline, you're going straight to her, you have to get her attention. And you need to have a voice tonality to where she can hear you. Oh man, it kills me when guys are telling me what's going on with their approaches. And I'm like, all right, bro, just give me an example. And their voice is super low, it's super timid. I'm not saying you need to be like, hey, what's up, baby? Like, you don't have to do nothing crazy like that. But your voice tone needs to be loud enough to where it's clear that you're talking to her and that it's clear that she understands you're talking to her. So you need to get her attention. Usually, what I say in a situation, because all of these places I'm talking about, people are usually moving. Women are rarely just standing in the middle of Target waiting on you to approach them. So I usually will say, hey, or excuse me, because it could be walking from behind the chick, beside her, whatever. Hey, excuse me. Make sure she acknowledges so she understands that you're talking to her. And the more direct approach that I would say to where it's still in a situation where you can see the type of vibe or what she's on is, I know this is random, but I saw you and thought that you looked interesting. So I wanted to introduce myself. My name is John. Now, hold on, MIA. I thought you said that this was direct. I thought you were telling us about, the secret sauce of what to say in the approach. This is direct, bro. This is as direct as it gets. The reason that I would not recommend that you go up and you give that flat out compliment is because with that compliment, you're giving or you're getting a thank you for the most part. With that compliment, you're already giving away that you think she looks good. Hey, I thought you were cute, so I wanted to say, hey. Hey, I thought you were sexy. I thought you were hot. Bro, you already said that in your head. Stick to your first intuition. But when you say, hey, I know this is random, but I thought you looked interesting, so I wanted to introduce myself. My name is John. Interesting could mean so many different things, but the key is you introduce yourself. While you're introducing yourself, you have a smile. While you have a smile, and let's say she's walking towards you, you have the wave. You have your hand up, kind of like this guy right here, but not really like how his hand is like over his head, but you want to have your hand up high as far as a wave, and you want to have a nice, huge smile. So, hey, I know this is random, but I saw you and thought that you looked interesting, so I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is John. You stick your hand out and you shake her hand. When you say that, there's only a few responses she's going to give you. One could be her shaking your hand and saying, "Oh, thank you." Another one could be, "Oh, thank you. My name is blah blah blah." What you or you already said your name, so it ain't even know what's your. It's her introducing herself, and then you can go into a further conversation when it comes to the direct approach. But this is pretty much going straight up to the woman, not really wasting time, not being under the radar, not really getting her confused on what you want, introducing yourself, getting a physical touch with her by shaking her hand, and you can build on the conversation from there. Now, I do want to stick to the subject of how to approach women fast. So, if you guys want me to, I can go a little farther to what you say after that. But I really think that you guys just need to take that leap in natural social skills, natural intuition, natural human skills will give you a better idea of what to say after that. So that's more of the direct approach, right? Now, a subtle approach, you still would say, "Hey, excuse me," get her attention. And then you could go up to a woman and say, "Hey, really random. I just wanted to say what's up." Subtle, simple, not really talking about her looking interesting or anything like that. Now, notice what I'm doing, guys. I'm acknowledging that it's random. I'm acknowledging that it's awkward. You could say, "Hey, I know this is awkward. I know this is random, whatever." But you acknowledge it so you get that shit out the way anyway. By doing that on the subtle or the direct approach, you're still saying something. And right after that, "Hey, I know this is random. I just wanted to say what's up." You can introduce yourself. But with that, it could be like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" Or nothing much. So subtle is okay. It depends on what level or how you're feeling about this woman or, where you're at with the whole interaction. But that's another one. Now, another one that is indirect. And to be honest with you guys, I don't see a big problem with going indirect with women at times because I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. I'm confession alert. Hey, confession. I be approaching women sometimes just for the hell of it, just for the confidence boost, just for the game, just for the sport, just for the love, just for the fuck it, why not? I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I just be doing that shit sometimes. It don't even always be that I'm all the way attracted to the woman. It don't even be that I'm always like wanting to get with her and this and that. Man, I love the fucking game, bro. I'm about this game. Like, I love the game. I love the whole aspect of it. I love the whole thought of it. I love the adrenaline of it. I love the sport. I just love the process. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Even though I said that this one's indirect, I'll do this one more than direct sometimes because I just fucking love this shit. When you start to get an enjoyment when it comes to this, bro, what can stop you? You literally like all right, let me give you an example. Let's say you're at home right now and you have 10 water bottles in your refrigerator. Bro, you don't even think about it. You can, if you want some water, you just go in your refrigerator and grab a water bottle. If you can get that level of confidence when it comes to approaching women, you're not even worried about it. You just see a woman you want to talk to, and you just go up and talk to her. You just like, "Fuck it. What's up?" You get me? My boy Adrian, see on God. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just be like, "Bro, like, what's good?" You know what I'm saying? It could be like a old woman. It could be like a woman that's not even your type. It could be a woman it could be a group. It don't even matter. So let's talk about the indirect. The indirect that I like to use is, "Hey, like, let's say a woman's walking by real fast. Sometimes I won't even do the "Hey, excuse me," because they may be walking by, just depending on the situation. And I'll just say, "I like your style," or "I like your hair," or "I like your shoes," or "I like your belt," whatever. I usually will say something about their appearance, and I like to say something about their appearance that I can tell they put some effort into. Like it could be a bracelet, something subtle, but it's not like, hey, you're cute or whatever, because she may be, she may not. Like I love women with natural hair. So if I see a woman with natural hair, she got natural dreads or a fro or whatever, I might just straight up tell her, hey, I like your hair. May not even really too much care for her as her body and face and all that. Hey, I like your hair. Thank you. Now, when it comes to I like your style and I like your shoes or whatever, you can always expand on that. So a woman may say thank you, and you be like, "Yeah, where'd you get those shoes from?" And then she goes into telling you about that. You can understand a little bit more about that. But selfish reason, and I just gotta admit it, bro. I just like fucking approaching women. You know what I'm saying? I just like talking to them. So I usually, and I'm sure you guys can too, you usually can find one thing that you like about anybody, whether that's their style, whether that's their hair, whether that's their car, whether that's their hat. You always can find something that you like or you find interesting about somebody that you think is cool. So the whole indirect setup, guys, especially when you're just giving a simple compliment, you're not expecting nothing afterwards. You might get a thank you, you might not. You're not even saying it for a thank you, and you're not even thinking that the person is rude if they don't say thank you. You just throw that out there. What does that do for you? Let's go a little deeper. What does that do for you when you do that? Hey, guys, it builds momentum. Guys, it makes it easier to approach people. Guys, it makes it easier to talk to women that you want to talk to. Hey, guys, it makes you not as nervous. Hey, guys, it makes you feel better about yourself because you're being nice to someone and giving them a compliment and spreading positive energy. Hey, guys, it makes someone's day because no one else is willing to talk to her and you were able to just tell her, hey, I like your style. You get me? So, if you guys can learn to do these things here that I have on this list that we've went through this whole live stream A to Z, the art of code approaching, how to approach women fast and easy. This is a step by step from when you first see a woman to when you actually go up and make the approach. It is so easy to do this. And I wanted to make this live stream specifically on this beginning because I am sick of seeing these videos of women complaining that men aren't approaching them no more, that men are scared to talk to them. And I'm sick of you guys complaining, saying, "Oh, I'm focused on my grind. I'm not talking to women. I'm not approaching women. They're trying to expose us on TikTok and blah blah blah." They're not trying to expose you. They're trying to expose weird, creepy guys that are afraid to approach them. I rarely will see these exposed videos of a guy actually going up and talking to a woman in a normal way. You know what I'm saying? Like, usually it's a guy staring at a woman, which is what all you guys do. So that's what makes it weird. That's what makes it creepy. Usually it's a guy who wants to approach a woman, but all he's doing is going through all these issues of why he shouldn't. Yeah, he's looking at her and he thinks she looks good, but he's also reminding himself of every reason you shouldn't do it, bro. She's trying to finish her workout. She's on the phone. She's texting. Her AirPods are in. She has a boyfriend. She has a husband. Oh, I think I seen a ring on her finger. She's too old for me. She's with her friends. She's with her family. I shouldn't do it. She's at the self checkout. Nah, she's finna leave, man. I'm gonna see her. I'll see her next week, even though I'm at fucking Walmart in a city I don't even live in. I'll see her next week, even though I'm at the library and I only come to the library once every year. Oh, I'll see her tomorrow. Yeah, she goes to my college campus, but I'll probably never see her at the same angle in the same situation where it was pretty much an alley oop from God for me to approach her. Come on, guys. Like, don't play yourself, man. Do not play yourself when it comes to this. You have the cheat code. You have the sauce. You have a live that ain't nobody else really watching. If I'm y'all, I'm taking this video. I'm taking notes of this video. I'm downloading it. I'm gonna watch it over and over because there may be some parts that you didn't hear. And I am going out into the field. I am taking action from this info, bro. This is all you really need when it comes to making that first step. And you got women complaining that guys aren't doing this. The competition is so low that you don't even have to be that good. Imagine, you know how guys always talk about, well, you need to be the top percent of a guy on a dating app. You need to have good pictures. You need to have chiseled abs, blah, blah. Yeah, that's true because that's where all the competition is at, fool. Why would you guys want to go where it's harder for you to get success? Especially when it comes to talking chicks. You want to know the easiest place to get success when it comes to meeting women? It's when you actually go out and you meet women, boo. Make it simple, bro. Don't make this harder than it needs to be. This is something that's been going around before all of us were born. And think about it. There's a art, there's a method to it, but it's really not. It's really just talking to another person. It's really just something that you should be able to do as a human anyway. Don't they say that humans are social creatures? Isn't like the biggest torture when it comes to, like, if someone's in jail or in prison, isn't the biggest torture for them is when they put them in isolation? And that's just because they don't have no other human contact. So you guys are torturing yourself unconsciously. You are torturing yourself if you're not making human contact, especially with women. Like, what are you guys doing? I'm gonna give you guys a few more minutes to drop some comments below. If you guys got any questions or if you guys enjoyed the stream, let me know. Drop a fire emoji if you guys enjoyed the stream. I'll run through this one more time, and once I run through it, we'll see if there's any questions or any thoughts in the chat. And I'll actually let me see. What I'll do as well is I'll drop the link to the chat. If any of you guys want to come up, we can chop it up in person, then I'm cool with that as well. So I want you guys to love women. Get away from this content of not liking women or being afraid of women or being mad at women. I need you guys to love women again. You're a man. You're supposed to love women, guys. You're supposed to love women. I'm going to repeat that. Love women. They are not as bad as these guys make them out to be. Also, I need you guys to get rid of your negative mindset with women. I need you to stop second guessing yourself. It will go well. You don't need money to get women. Number or not, it will still go well. Nobody else is doing this. So if you're doing it, you're going to be a lot better when it comes to this. Draw an invisible line between you and the woman and walk up to her. Know that it may be awkward and have a positive outlook when you're doing this. Let's get some flames in chat. Looks like my boy joined. Hold on, let me get my boy up in here. Drop some flames in the chat if you guys enjoyed the stream. What's goody? Hold on, it sounds like you on mute. You gotta
Can you hear me
unmute.
now?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, man. Cool.
What's going on?
Not much, man. Not much, man. Just had a couple of drinks inside of me. I just wanted to chop it up with you because we've done some one-on-ones, right? So we're pretty cool.
Yeah, we're still on live stream. We're kind of going towards the end of the live, but yeah, did you have any questions?
Not really, man. I mean, I've done some cold approach, and I'm planning to get online. But approaching women can be hard, man. It can be hard. I feel like with online game, you get flaked on. It's like, okay, I'm just sitting on my bed. I'm sitting on my sofa. It's whatever, right? With cold approach, unless you live in a really big city where there's a lot of women walking around, I feel like it can be hard to get the volume in. And I feel like with online game, it's a little bit more convenient and accessible. And yeah, if you have good pictures.
So when you're approaching women online, let
Mhm.
me ask you, are these women in your city?
I haven't done much online game, man. I
Okay.
still need to create my profile, but I've done some cold approach. I've done a few hundred approaches in person.
Right. Well, I think it just comes down to the skill set, bro, because you thinking that it's harder in person versus online. If you were good in person, then you would probably feel like you're wasting your time online. Not
I
saying
agree.
that online doesn't work, but I'm telling you, bro, nothing's going to beat in person because no one else is doing it. When you put yourself online, you're putting yourself in competition with, I don't know, maybe about uh 5,000 guys versus when you put yourself in person and you're talking to women, your only competition is maybe 5 guys in the next 3 years.
No, I
So
agree, man. I feel like
so it comes
I
down to the skill set.
I gotta step up my in-person game, man. I'm a little bit too much of a nice guy. So when I
Yeah, man.
approach girls in person, I get friend zoned more often than not. So
Yeah,
I gotta work on being less of a nice guy. But I
that's
feel like
it.
online game can build your confidence, right? When you have a bunch of you got good pictures, you got a bunch of matches online, and then you give off a lot more confidence when you approach women in person, right? Because you got that abundance mindset, because you got like 10, 15 matches a day, Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge. What do you think, honestly?
Nah. In person is gonna build more confidence because eventually from online you want to meet her in person anyway. So you know what? Nothing's gonna beat online, bro. I mean not online, but in person. Nothing's gonna beat in person because it's in person. It's in the flesh. You can make something happen. You can make something shake. You can make something move right there on the spot. Online, you got a lot of time. You got a lot of inconsistency. You got a lot of things building up that may lead to nothing versus in person where you can literally turn nothing into something that same night.
That's
Like
fair. That's
literally.
Yeah, I'm trying to work on both, man. I'm trying to get a photo shoot online, and I'm trying to approach more in person. But it's just like online, in person. They have their pros and cons, right? Online has some pros and cons. With online, if you have good pictures, you can match with a lot of girls and get a lot of dates if you live in a decent sized city. I mean, I feel like with in person approach, right? Unless you live in a decent sized city, I mean, like night game is good, right? But day game can be a little bit tough if you gotta.
Nah. If you go out enough, let me ask you, when you go out like in the daytime or
Mhm,
nighttime, let's just focus on daytime for now. Do you
mhm.
ever see women that you find attractive?
Yeah, sometimes,
Do,
but I feel
do
like
you
it's
approach all of them?
maybe 25, 30% because I usually bitch
Okay,
out and be
all right,
like, "You know
yeah.
what?"
So that that's where it changes. And I'm not here to like persuade or say that you should do one or the other because at the end of the day,
Mhm.
it's going to come down to what works for you. But I'm telling you, bro, I'm telling you, from a lifestyle standpoint, from a business standpoint, and from a dating standpoint, obviously, nothing is going to beat in person. Nothing will because, like I said, online can literally be gone tomorrow, and then what? And
No,
women
you're right,
want
man.
guys to approach them in person. They prefer that more. Online is dried out. It's saturated.
Yeah, no guy has the balls to approach a girl in person. I mean, it's scary. I mean, it is definitely. But do you feel like for beginners, like on like, because I've heard from some guys from like playing with fire that like starting off online is a little bit better because it boosts your confidence. You can just invite a girl straight back to your place versus in
Nah,
person game. You
nah.
got to like go on a public date with her and all this other crap. Online
I
date, you can just invite her back to your place. No,
Nah, I feel like for a beginner, they need to delete online and learn how to talk to women in real life.
damn,
That's what they
that's
need
a
to
tough
do.
reality check.
Yeah, yeah, that's what they need to do. But yeah, man, I've been on this stream for about an hour, bro. So I appreciate you for hopping on and communicating in the chat. But I think we're about to go ahead and log off in a second. Did you have any last minute or any more question or anything like that?
No, man, I just really appreciate what you do. I've talked to you on the phone a few times, and
Oh yeah,
you're a real guy. Appreciate what you do, and if I have any more questions or concerns, I'll just hit you up. Give
yes,
for a
sir. Hit
consultation.
me up, man. Have a good night, bro.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
All
Talk
right,
later. All right, bro.
peace. Shout out to my boy popping up on the stream. You know what I mean? I appreciate all the real homies. And me and bro have had a couple of consultations. We still got some work to do, but I appreciate the consistency. I appreciate the effort. One thing I could say about my guy is that he puts in the effort. He's learning. He's been through certain things in certain situations, but he's learning, he's trying to get better. And that's what it's all about over here, guys. You gotta understand that the whole purpose of me doing this is not really for me to say, hey, I can do this and I can do that. It is for you. This channel is for you, it's to help you. So I appreciate all of you guys for coming through it. Thank you so much for liking the video. Shout out my boy John again for the Cash App. I was about to say super chat, but shout out my boy John for the Cash App. You dig? If you guys got any questions, you can always hit me up at patreon.com/Mr. Man in Action. If you guys got some value from this live, I ask that you leave a comment in the comment section below. I ask that you send some support through the So Fresh So Clean Cash App or the PayPal. Either one works for me. And I am out this bitch. Peace.